He says, I heard that wearing Rudraksha gives you only sustenance and does not allow you to create, accumulate and celebrate wealth and money. Is it true? Anand, relax. No. I wanted to tell you a few things. See, in Hinduism, we have all types of mental setup in Hindu religion. Hinduism is practically like a group of religions. It is not one religion. It is group of some maybe 200 religions. Each sampradaya is an independently intelligent enough to fulfill human beings spiritually, socially and economically and create a complete group, a complete fulfillment. So in this way 200 traditions put together is Hindu religion. I can say Hindu religion is totality of 200 religions. In all these different parts of Hindu religion, the best mental setup for wealth is Shaivites. Please understand. I have gone through all different mental setups. You may think, no, Vishnu is wealth. What do you mean by Shaivites? When you are ready to lose, when you are free from insecurity, you create left and right. You see, the idea of destruction gives you a kind of a freedom. Please understand. Idea of destruction frees you from the idea of security. When you are free from the idea of security, when the insecurity becomes security for you, when you are free from the mental setup of the security, you create left and right. See, all over the India, all huge temples are Shiva temples. See, wealthy temple is, Tirupati is wealthy temple, no doubt. That is because of too many other different reasons. Otherwise, if you see the totality, see, Tirupati is like totally the Vishnu temples are very less in number. So, the accumulation comes out like a more. But if you see total wealth, Shaivites are more wealthy. Even the mental setup of a Shaivite is for lot of taking risks. Lot of risk taking. These things happens for the Shaivite mental setup. So, I can tell you, this Rudraksha and the mental setup related to Shaivism makes you create more wealth. Create more wealth and more money. Come on, we'll start one by one. Now, I wanted you guys to share the important understanding you showed to others, but you yourself did not have till you shared with other or till your partner shared with you. See, now many of you would have had some strong clicks when your partner was sharing with you or you were sharing with your partner. So I wanted few of you guys to come out and share the whole situation so that I can address almost all possible problems related to money. Come on, here there's a message from Redondo Beach. In order to have wealth, someone else must go without. Idea of living simply so others can simply live. Please understand, there is no need for somebody to lose wealth for you to have. Only if you are robbing from others, somebody need to lose. But wealth does not need to be robbed. We can create. Let us create more and more. See, in Vedic tradition, we have two things called Sanganidhi, Badmanidhi. Badmanidhi means flowered wealth, means which you create. Sanganidhi means conquered, but conquered from nature. Conch, see how a conch is conquered from the ocean, and it becomes your wealth. You conquered it from nature. Conquering it from nature and flowering it, making it happen by your creativity. Nothing wrong. If you are going to create and going to conquer from nature, then you don't need to feel somebody else should become poor. No. When you create wealth, somebody else does not need to become poor. Go without wealth. Only when you are robbing, cheating, stealing from others, they have to go without wealth. We are not doing that. I am not teaching you how to rob. I am promoting you the science of creating wealth. So when you create, someone else does not need to go without it. So understand what I am saying? So creation is not competition, it is complementing to others. Yes, please be seated. Next message. Can you send me all the messages? Please understand. You can now share any click happened to you which you did not have earlier, happened because your partner sharing with you or you sharing with your partner. That kind of clicks come and present now. Come on, women, lady.
Nithyananda, the first thing I wrote on my notepad is, first of all, the money is not there. Whatever little is there is created in a manner which makes you lose grace. And in spite of losing grace, whatever little is created, one person, the person who has created the money, tries to establish his or her own supremacy over the people around him and makes other people feel low. And eventually, one person feels good, one person feels bad, and the entire experience is that first it is hell to create it, and then it is useless. Overall, it is futile. There I realized that since I had grown up with my grandparents, I never owned up my father's money. I wanted to ask my father for money for inner awakening. So I just could not press the button there. Because one thing that very powerfully happened for me was that his money is just not a money I can ever ask for. It is not mine at all. Then all of this filtered down. I'd been working on money earlier also. This is the crux I got when I sat down here today.
So the creating money is futile.
Yes.
I think, don't you need to learn an important fact? Just because, you see, your story, the mental setup explains, just because somebody who has money goes around, bosses over, establishes their supremacy on others, it is not money is responsible for it. It is the wrong mental setup of that person is responsible. You understand?
Yes.
Please understand. If that guy, even if he
since
does...
I had grown up with my grandparents, I never owned up my father's money. I wanted to ask my father for money for inner awakening. So I just could not press the button there. Because one thing that very powerfully happened for me was that his money is just not a money I can ever ask for. It is not mine at all. Then all of this filtered down. I'd been working on money earlier also. This is the crux I got when I sat down here today.
So the creating money is futile.
Yes.
I think, don't you need to learn an important fact? Just because, you see, your story, the mental setup explains, just because somebody who has money goes around, bosses over, establishes their supremacy on others, it is not money is responsible for it. It is the wrong mental setup of that person is responsible. You understand?
Yes.
Please understand. If that guy, even if he doesn't have money, if he is little beautiful, he is going to establish his supremacy on others based on the beauty. Then it is a mental setup of that person. If he is not having money, if he wants to establish his supremacy, if he does not have money, otherwise also he is going to establish his supremacy through the beauty or health in some other way.
Exactly.
So money is not responsible for his arrogance and misbehavior.
Yes.
So don't blame money. Now understand, money should not be hated for the habits and attitudes of the people with money.
Yes.
Otherwise what? He is going to establish his supremacy with some other way. Otherwise he will become a politician. He will establish his supremacy through weapon and violence. You understand the click?
Yes.
Money is not responsible for the attitudes and actions of the people with money. With that attitude, even without money, they are going to use something else to express that attitude.
So what should we do to
So,
that attitude?
that nothing can be done. That they have to suffer and eliminate that attitude.
No, not in them, in us.
In us.
Like,
In your case, then you should be very clear. The attitude is disturbance, not the money. So stop hating money. Hate the right person who has to be hated. Hate the attitude, not the money. If you are hating the money, you will not be creating money. Instead, if you hate the attitude, you will destroy that attitude.
Like, I'm scared. The particular incident I'm talking about, there I have seen that love is lost for the sake of money. So I am scared as a child when this thing happened. I was scared that I'll have to lose love in my life if I have to create money, right? So it
No.
would be
Once somebody somewhere, see, understand, this is what the last session also I was saying. Somebody who expects money from you, if you expect love from that person, it is going to be wrong relationship. Same way, somebody expects love from you. If you expect money from that person, it is going to be wrong relationship. Wrong relationship is like trying to paste wood and gold.
yes,
But neither wood is wrong nor gold is wrong.
yes,
But when you start hating
yes,
because of money this problem, you are hating the wrong person.
yes,
So now understand, hating the wrong person will not solve the problem. It will create only more and more problem. Now catch the truth, at least I will not hate the wrong person. Understanding it. Bring more and more understanding. At least I will not hate the wrong person. So now you can start hating the right person. Who is supposed to be hated here? The attitude of trying to establish supremacy. That needs to be hated, not the money. You understand? Now catch. Attitude of trying to establish supremacy has to be hated.
One question I have. I've seen there are many people around me with whom there are people around them who support them through, through a loss or anything.
Sorry?
There are people around me who have faced some loss or the other. Could be financial loss or, some loss of health. There are people who come forward for their support. And on the other hand, there are some other people, if they lose something, people move away from them. How does this happen? And if I have to create a strong, social experience wherein people come forward, how do I do that?
I can say this coming forward or moving away both depends on your attitude expressed when you had or not having money. For example, even while you have money, if you are not interested in establishing your supremacy,
Yes.
people will be around attracted towards you.
All right.
But if you are trying to establish your supremacy while you have or not having, people are going to move out of you. It is the attitude of trying to establish supremacy. See, if you are not trying to establish supremacy, even if you don't have money, if you have a problem, people will be there to support you. If you are trying to establish supremacy, even while you have, when you are not there, people are going to take revenge on you. It is trying to establish supremacy is a problem.
And one last thing, the thread that runs through this entire thing is that I do not have money and I cannot have money.
That is another one big wrong setup, mental setup.
Yes.
Then.
I've written it many times after after every third or fourth sentence. I've eventually written, I do not have it and I just cannot have it.
You see, when this becomes your main thought trend, it becomes a magnet and it attracts only that kind of a thinking, job opportunity and the ability to work everything around you. Now decide, no, I do not have money is fact, but I can have money is reality.
Thank you.
I do not have money is fact, but I can have money is reality.
Yes.
Move from fact to reality. Don't seal reality based on fact. Fact is not reality. It is of reality or one portion of reality. Fact is the reality read with your mind. For example, reality is this whole crowd sitting in front of me. Fact is I am attending only you. So in this whole crowd, which is 200-degree vision, I am concentrating only on 40-degree vision. 40 degree is fact, but it is not reality. Reality is the huge possibility. So, move from fact to reality. Reality is thousands of people sitting in front of me. But fact is, I am reading only one part of reality. If I am talking to 5-6 of you, I am attending fact, which is one part of reality. But this fact alone is not reality. Move from fact to reality. Yes.
Thank you.
Actually, yes, please. If you are hating money because of the actions done by people with money, a wrong person is paying the bill. A wrong person is suffering. I have a story for you guys. Walking up to a department store's fabric counter, the pretty girl said, I would like to buy this material for a new dress. How much does it cost? The male clerk who was standing there said, only 1 kiss per yard, with a smirk in the face. The girl said, that is fine, I'll take 10 yards. With expectation and anticipation written all over his face, the clerk quickly measured out the cloth, wrapped it up, and then teasingly held it out. The girl snapped up the package, pointed to the old man standing beside her, and smiled, Grandpa will pay the bill. Understand? If you are hating money because of the attitudes and actions of the people with money, wrong person will pay the bill. Come on. Next, anybody wants to share? Come out, come to the stage. Is there anybody in the class never went to the public stage, never held a mic in the life, never spoken in public? Please raise your hand. Come on, come out. Only those few people I wanted them to come out first.
Okay. I come from a teacher's family.
Nice.
There has been a lot of importance that was given to knowledge.
Nice.
And so I was very happy and proud, and I get a lot of respect when my knowledge is exhibited. I have had a lot of money at particular points of time, and that time there was a lot of respect. And when I didn't have money, some of the people, not everybody, some of the people were, mistreated. Rather mistreated my wife, not me, because I said I don't care. Okay, so my thing to them was saying, no, I don't care. If you are thinking me only I am as that X amount of money, I don't care for you. So I could move on, and now I am back again to make some part of money, and I know more money is in my coming in my way. So this is what I was thinking. So I said money is important. Now the conflict that is going on is knowledge is more important than money, and money is important, so money is getting a second treatment. Hence, that is why I am having the problems that I have had. So
see, understand, the separation of knowledge and money is sin. Separation of Saraswati and Lakshmi is sin. Saraswati and Lakshmi is one and the same. The moment you have the problem, Lakshmi is bigger or Saraswati is bigger, means knowledge is bigger or wealth is bigger, you caught into a big mess. Always knowledge comes where the wealth comes where the knowledge is. It supports each other. See, the real knowledge happens when the wealth is there with you. Real wealth happens when knowledge is there with you. If you have the conflict, knowledge or wealth, it is not the conflict of reality, it is the conflict of your mind. It's a conflict of attending your life in parts. Please understand. You cannot say, I will today give bath to my hands. I'll take bath tomorrow for the left hand. I'll give bath day after tomorrow for the main body. I will give food to the main body after 3 days. But I will give food to the right hand today. No. Like right hand and left hand is part of your main body, knowledge and wealth is part of you. If you have conflict, you are missing complete understanding of the life. So, this conflict, I can say, one more wrong engram with which we are struggling. Money and wealth is you. So, understand? Money and knowledge, both are you. Let me put it in this way. Knowledge is the inner freedom. Money is the outer expression of inner freedom. So, please
thank you, sir.
Understand, if you have the conflict between the knowledge and money, you are coming to conclusion too soon before seeing the life. I have a story for you, that also. One afternoon, a rich man was riding in the back of his limousine. When he noticed a man was eating grass by the roadside, he ordered his driver to stop and he got out to investigate. He asked that man, poor man, why are you eating grass? The poor man said, I don't have money for food, so I am eating grass. The rich man said, okay, come along with me then. The poor man said, sir, I have a wife with 2 children. Rich man said, bring them also. So the poor man got into his car and expressed his gratitude. Sir, you are too kind. Thank you for taking us with you. The rich man replied, no problem, my friend. The grass in my house is about 3 feet tall. I could use your help. Don't take decision in a very premature way. Knowledge is money, money is knowledge. There is no difference. If it is not making money, it is not knowledge, junk. If it is not creating knowledge, it is not money, again it is junk. This question, that being content, please understand, you cannot having the contentment of being till you are enlightened. Any contentment you experience before enlightenment is kind of a shield you create out of your fear or laziness to work. I tell you, that wall is like a enlightenment contentment. Contentment you feel because of enlightenment. The fake wall you put inside, in front, through the plywood, with the plywood, is like a contentment you create out of fear. Please understand this example. The real ceiling and false ceiling. The contentment which you are having now is more like a moving out because of fear. That is responsible, that is the reason, the contentment you are having. Let me make it very clear. You have a right to have contentment when it comes to the possessing, but you have no right to be contented when it comes to creation. Creation is your life. Don't be contented in that. When it comes to possessing, you see, for example, you have no right to stop creating wealth because of contentment. No. You have to go on creating. That is life. But you have the right, you have the freedom to choose how much you want to hold in you, with you. But you have no right to stop creating. By the nature, gahano karmano gadihi. Life is work, flowing. There is a beautifully, Krishna says, karmanye vadigaraste mapaleshu kadachanaha, means you don't have freedom to stop creating. You have freedom to stop possessing. So you have no right to stop creating. If you say, I am contented, and is it a right mental setup? No. It is poverty mental setup. You cannot have contentment as far as the creation is concerned. Till enlightenment. After enlightenment, simply you will be creating. That's all.
Thank you, sir.
All right. Anybody who feels contented? It is not contentment, it is just the fear of working, laziness, not interested in being creative. Come on, that content person, let him come. If he just does a small cheating, he is going to get some $1 billion. You think he will not do? Simply they will all out to do that. Then what happens to your contentment? So it is just the laziness to work, an inability to take risk. That's all. So understand, life is wealth. You have freedom not to possess, but you don't have freedom not to create. Creation is your life. Come on, anybody else? I wanted to make it very clear. I am making a clear strategy even for my organization. Later on, when our organization becomes a big religious organization, I am making it very clear. Teach our followers to create wealth. Give them the right mental setup to create and celebrate wealth. When they create and celebrate wealth, a little bit they share with our organization, we should live with it. Don't promote poverty and suck wealth from them. No. Do not teach poverty to them and suck wealth and you be rich. It is hypocrisy. No. I am telling you very clearly, stop promoting this idea, poor go to heaven. I tell you, blessed are the rich, they live in heaven. They create heaven. Are be like a Vishwamitra, just create a heaven. Actually, before I started this organization, one Swami, a very rich Swami, he called me and said that I wanted a successor. You are a young Swami, please be my successor and take over my organization. He was very old. He was very old and he said, anyhow in 1 or 2 years I will die. And huge wealth. He has at least 1,000 crore wealth. And you be my successor. I said no. I very clearly said no. You may leave this money to me, but that will never make me rich or wealthy, and lot of troubles and other things, strings associated with this wealth will bind me. So I will never be able to do what I want to do. So be very clear, only when you create, it is yours. not otherwise.